What's up, everybody? Charlie Marlow here. Got to jump on and talk about this post-game press conference last night after the Cardinals lost to the Rockies. Oli Marmol, the skipper, and Derrick Goold of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch kind of going at it, I think it's fair to say. First of all, you should check out the clip. Bally Sports Midwest put it out in its entirety, I believe. The clip they put out was about 6 minutes, I think, and 22 seconds. So you should watch the whole clip so you have some context and perspective of what I'm about to talk about. Beautiful day, beautiful morning here in St. Louis, Missouri. Not too hot, not too cold. But, okay. So first of all, look, Oli Marmol is frustrated. We all get it. The Cardinals lose their second game of the three so far to the Rockies. You have the series finale today, but just check the old standings. The Rockies are one of the worst teams in all of baseball. The Cardinals are now in last place in the National League Central. But I just thought that the post game was really, really interesting. So there were several questions between Derrick and Oli that led to what happened at the end. So, and look, I'm paraphrasing here. So please go watch the clip. But I think it started with so Derrick was asking about errors, but also, non-plays that aren't called errors, and he used the phrase "attention to detail," which I don't take offense to. I think Oli took some offense to that, insinuating, and he explained this, that he looks at attention to detail like the guys aren't prepared. So you can understand why a manager would take offense to that, although I don't think that's what Derrick meant. I'm not sure. I don't want to speak for him. But sometimes also, you just don't say the perfect thing. I don't think in that specific case, Derrick had any ill intent. But I think, look, man, Oli is frustrated. This team is not very good at all. They're very mediocre. They've played better, obviously, the last 3 weeks or so. Let's give them credit. But they're not a good team. And they're losing games to one of the worst teams in baseball. So, okay, that was the first one. Not a big deal, and I get it. Look, if you're a manager and a coach and you think somebody's calling you out that you're not getting your guys prepared, I would take offense to that as well. On the other hand, though, let's be real. Do you think? Answer me this: do you think Oli Marmol and his coaching staff do a great job of getting these guys prepared? Do they add value to the team? I think that's a fair question to ask. Certainly after a couple seasons, especially look a couple seasons ago when the Cardinals expected to be the pitching coach in Mike Maddox and the hitting coach in Jeff Albert left pretty unexpectedly. So I think it's certainly fair to question if this coaching staff and Oli Marmol's staff and himself, are they a value add when it comes to helping this team get ready? Now, again, look, I've said this a million times. Oli is not the first guy I'd ever blame. Coaching staff is not the first group of guys I'd ever blame. It's Mozeliak, it's DeWitt, and really, especially offensively, the first month or so, it comes down to the players. It comes down to Nolan Arenado, Paul Goldschmidt, guys that are making $25-30 million a year to come through. But in this particular video we're talking about what happened last night and the coaching staff. So that's why I brought that up. And then I think the next question, Derrick asked about the middle of the order has to get going. Like I just said, I mean, look, it's got to be Nolan Arenado at some point and Paul Goldschmidt that leads this offense. And Oli kind of, I think in fun but sarcastically said, well, yeah, isn't that every offense? Doesn't every offense, the middle of the order, isn't that where the production comes? And I get it. I don't think Derrick was asking these questions to try to get Oli. And I'm not down there anymore, okay? Just so everybody knows. So I don't know the dynamics between all of the reporters. I really don't. I have not been down at Cardinals on any type of consistent basis since 2021. And really my last 2 years in TV were weird COVID years, 2020 and 2021, where you didn't even have great access at all because of all the Zoom crap. So I honestly feel like I've been super detached from being there and knowing the players and knowing any of the staff, really. I mean, honestly, since that spring training 2020 when COVID hit and the whole world changed. That's the last time I really was around the players a lot. And that's freaking what? We're talking over 4 years ago. So I'm just trying to say, I don't know the exact dynamic between Derrick and Oli, but I watch all the post games. I try to consume as much content as possible. And David Solomon from 590 The Fan gets a lot of audio and sends it and emails it to me, and I try to listen to as much as that as possible. So, but then the thing that I think was really interesting was at the end. And so Derrick's asking the questions. I don't remember exactly. Oh, I think what happened was, so Oli says, I don't mean to push back. And I think that was about the middle of the order. So Oli says something along the lines of, I don't mean to push back, but, yesterday, you're in the back row. We come back, we do some things. You don't ask any questions. Today, we lose the game. And so the line that Oli says is, now you're in the front row like a kid in the candy store asking a bunch of questions. And Oli's smiling as he says it. And so Derrick replies, and you guys should really go watch the clip. Watch the clip. It's a good clip. But Derrick replies, and that's because yesterday I wasn't writing. So I don't know if Derrick was just in the post game, he wasn't writing, but he's sitting back there. He's just kind of watching because he's still the beat writer. But there, to me, it really shows the frustration from Oli Marmol. Look, man, and by the way, I'm all for it because this team is boring, and what happened last night was way more interesting than these games, in my opinion. But I thought that was immature on Oli's part. Whatever you think. Look, Derrick Goold is really good at his job. He's been doing it for a long time. He'll probably be in the freaking Baseball Hall of Fame down the road, in the writer's wing, whatever they call that. He is a professional. He is a professional. And look, I understand. He's doing his job. He's asking questions. Oli Marmol is frustrated. He's not happy. Maybe he thinks Derrick's going after him. I don't know. But the insinuation in that comment is, oh, Derrick is happy, basically. Like, the day before Cardinals win, Derrick doesn't ask any questions. Oh, next day, Cardinals lose. Derrick Goold is like a kid in the candy store who can't wait to dig in there, and he's so happy that the Cardinals lost, and he can kind of get Oli with his questions. I thought that was very, very immature to me. Like, really. Anybody watching this video, you guys like the Cardinals, you love the Cardinals. Derrick Goold has been around for a long time. I've been in St. Louis since 2008, covering the team in some capacity. He's been here way before me. So you guys, you know of Derrick Goold. You've read him, you've heard him on the radio. He's on 590, Bernie Miklasz. I mean, you know Derrick Goold. So, I mean, does Derrick Goold seem like the type of guy who's excited? He's happy the Cardinals lost, right? He's happy the Cardinals lost so he can get after Oli and really kind of stick it to him. Come on. Don't you think that's BS? I thought that was very immature on Oli's part. But also, it's super entertaining. So I'm not mad that he did it. But my thing with Oli all along, and again, I just want to reiterate, it's more on Mozeliak, it's more on DeWitt, it's more on the players. But Oli and his coaching staff are also to blame, in my opinion, for a lot that's gone on the last year and a half. It's on everybody. Last year the baseball was bad. It was sloppy. Defense, base running. This year, I think it's hard to blame Oli when the offense is so awful. Remember, last year the pitching was awful. Again, that's not all on Oli. But did it take too long for the coaching staff to help dig these players out of that offensive slump? I think that's fair. Is this is not a veteran big league coaching staff. It's not the Dave Duncan of the past, Mark McGwire when he was here back in the day. So I think it's fair to say, how good are these guys? And my thing with Oli has always been too, I just always feel like he's been just a little too big for his britches. And you may take offense to me saying that, but I feel like he carries himself like a guy who has won 2 World Series. I like the confidence. I know he's young. I know he never played in the big leagues. I think some guys have a chip on their shoulder because of that. He's very confident. I like the way he explains things. I really do. But I just think sometimes you have to earn your keep even as a manager. That first year, Cardinals were really good. Albert was amazing. I do think he bungled game 1 versus the Phillies. We can debate that if you'd like. Last year was terrible. This year is mediocre. And again, it's not all on Oli, but the manager has a very significant job. So tell me what you guys think. Do you think that's fair? And this, I feel like it always goes back to the Tyler O'Neill thing with me, but I just felt like when he publicly called out Tyler O'Neill last year, I really did not think that was the way to handle that situation. I have not heard one professional athlete tell me over the last year or so that they agreed with how he handled that. And that's where I just think sometimes, I think you got to earn your keep a little bit. I do. I like the confidence. Hey, you are a big league manager. You got to protect your players. You got to go out there. You got to defend your players with the umps and all that. But I think sometimes you also have to earn your keep. And I think sometimes Oli carries himself like he's won multiple World Series. And I don't know. I don't know how Tony La Russa acted before he won World Series. I only covered him and interacted with him after he'd won, 2 World Series. Then he won the third, obviously, in 2011. So I don't know. That's just kind of my deal. Now, I can't be too mad at it, though, because I do like how Oli challenges reporters in the postgames. I think it's very interesting. It makes for good television. So again, I can't really complain. I'm just trying to give you my thoughts. Those are my real thoughts. I'm kind of thinking through it as I go. But all right, let me know. Comment, like, subscribe. Give me your opinions on what happened. Is it a big deal? Is it not a big deal? Are you taking Oli's side, Derrick's side? Or you think it's a little bit of both, and you think it's just, hey, nothing much? I do think the postgame was very interesting, though. So go back and watch the clip from Bally Sports Midwest. And have a great Sunday. Go Battlehawks. I might actually watch the Battlehawks game tonight. I don't really think I've watched hardly any of the Battlehawks this year. But if they win, I think I'm even going to go next week to the championship game if they win. So have a great Sunday, everybody. Go Cardinals. Go Battlehawks. Peace out. Comment, like, subscribe.